Introduction. Welcome to 365 Stoic, your daily dose of wisdom, discipline, and mindset mastery. If you want to grow stronger in mind, sharpen your focus, and live with purpose, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe for daily insights, like this video if it adds value to your life, and share it with someone who needs this message today. Let's build a Stoic mindset, one day at a time. Men over 50 often think age is a disadvantage when it comes to attraction. But what if I told you that just two powerful words could completely change the way women see you? In this video, we'll reveal the Stoic attraction secret, a timeless method that makes women naturally crave your presence, respect your confidence, and feel drawn to your energy. Stay tuned because once you understand this, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. 1. The Stoic mindset. Why calm confidence is more attractive than chasing. In today's world, where many people are constantly chasing attention, approval, or affection, the Stoic mindset stands out as a rare and powerful quality. At its core, Stoicism teaches self-control, discipline, and emotional balance. Instead of reacting to every impulse or desire, a Stoic person remains calm, grounded, and centered. This calm confidence naturally attracts others far more than desperate chasing ever could. When someone chases, whether it is for love, friendship, or recognition, they create an energy of neediness. People often sense this neediness and feel pressured or uncomfortable. On the other hand, when a person remains calm, composed, and secure in themselves, they give off an aura of strength and stability that others instinctively respect. Calm confidence is magnetic because it shows self-sufficiency. A Stoic person does not seek validation from others to feel complete. Instead, they find peace in their own thoughts, habits, and values. This independence is what draws people closer, because human beings are naturally inspired by strength and self-respect. When someone is unshaken by criticism, rejection, or challenges, it sends a signal that they are in control of their life. In contrast, chasing shows a lack of control, an overdependence on external outcomes, and an absence of inner stability. Another reason calm confidence is more attractive is that it creates space. Instead of smothering or pressuring others, the Stoic individual allows relationships to grow naturally. They understand that true connections cannot be forced. They must evolve with time, respect, and mutual effort. By not chasing, they show patience and trust in the process. This patience communicates maturity, and maturity is a quality people deeply admire. Furthermore, the Stoic mindset aligns with timeless wisdom. Focus only on what you can control. Chasing requires obsessing over other people's reactions, decisions, or opinions, all of which are beyond your control. Calm confidence focuses on self-mastery, improving one's character, actions, and perspective. This shift in focus makes life less stressful and relationships healthier. People feel safer and more valued when they are around someone who radiates calm strength rather than anxiety and desperation. Ultimately, the Stoic mindset proves that calm confidence will always outshine chasing. It teaches that true attractiveness lies in self-control, patience, and independence. When you stop running after others and instead master yourself, you become the kind of person others naturally want to follow, respect, and love. 2. Power of presence. Women are drawn to men who radiate inner peace. There is something magnetic about a man who carries himself with calm confidence and quiet strength. This is called the power of presence. Women are naturally drawn to men who radiate inner peace because it reflects balance, maturity, and control. A man who is at peace within does not need to prove himself through arrogance, loudness, or unnecessary displays of ego. Instead, his silence, his steady eyes, and his composed demeanor communicate volumes. In a world full of noise, chaos, and insecurity, a man who embodies presence becomes like a safe harbor. He makes others feel comfortable simply by being himself. Inner peace is not about being passive or detached. It is about having control over one's emotions, understanding how to respond instead of reacting, and creating a sense of stability wherever he goes. Such a man listens attentively, speaks with intention, and moves with purpose. This balance creates a natural aura of respect and admiration. Women, in particular, notice this because it makes them feel safe, valued, and understood. They know they can trust a man whose presence radiates calmness instead of confusion. The power of presence also comes from self-awareness. A man who has taken the time to understand his strengths, weaknesses, and emotions does not easily lose control. He does not allow anger, fear, or insecurity to rule his decisions. This kind of self-mastery is rare, and women instinctively recognize its value. It shows reliability, depth, and wisdom, qualities far more attractive than superficial charm or temporary wealth. Ultimately, presence is about energy. Every human carries an energy that others can feel without words. A man with inner peace carries a steady, grounded energy that reassures the people around him. He does not need to chase attention because attention naturally flows toward him. This quiet strength, this inner balance, makes him stand out in a crowd without effort. The lesson is clear. If a man wants to be truly attractive, he should cultivate inner peace. Meditation, discipline, self-reflection, and emotional control all help build this quality. When a man radiates presence, women are not just attracted to him. They feel safe, respected, and inspired in his company. The two powerful words, simple, clear, and direct words that spark desire. Words have an incredible power to influence the human mind, and among the countless phrases we hear every day, two powerful words stand out for their ability to spark desire and create immediate attention. What if? These two simple, clear, and direct words open the door to possibility. They carry with them the magic of imagination, the thrill of hope, and the spark of opportunity. When someone hears "what if," their mind instantly shifts from the present limitations to future potential. It makes them think, dream, and even believe in outcomes that once felt impossible. Think about it. Every great invention, story, or personal transformation began with someone daring to ask, "What if? What if I could fly? What if I started my own business? What if I changed my life today?" These words turn doubt into curiosity, and curiosity into motivation. Unlike long speeches or complicated promises, these two words are short, direct, and easy to remember. Yet they carry the weight of inspiration. Psychologically, "what if" bypasses resistance. Instead of telling someone what to do, it invites them to imagine it themselves. This sense of choice creates desire, because people naturally lean toward possibilities they can see in their own mind. It is not an order, it is an invitation. And invitations feel personal, empowering, and exciting. In relationships, business, or personal growth, using these words at the right time can be transformative. A teacher who asks, "What if you could achieve more than you believe?" instantly challenges a student's limits. A marketer who says, "What if your life could change in just 30 days?" creates urgency and intrigue. Even within ourselves, when we say, "What if I tried again?" we plant a seed of resilience. The real power of these words lies in their simplicity. They are not complicated. They don't need fancy vocabulary. Yet they have the strength to ignite a fire of possibilities in anyone's mind. Every time we say them, we create a small spark. And when that spark is fueled by belief and action, it can grow into a flame of achievement. So remember, the two powerful words that spark desire are not long or difficult. They are simple, clear, and direct. What if? Respect and boundaries. How? Setting limits creates attraction instead of neediness. Respect and boundaries are the foundation of healthy human connection, whether in friendship, family, or romantic relationships. When a person clearly defines what they accept and what they will not tolerate, it communicates strength, self-worth, and confidence. Attraction naturally grows when someone shows that they value themselves enough to set limits. On the other hand, when people act needy, constantly seeking validation or bending over backwards to please others, it signals insecurity and lowers their value in the eyes of others. Boundaries are not about pushing people away, but about creating a safe and balanced space where both sides feel respected. For example, if someone always says yes to everything, they may think they are being nice, but over time others may take advantage of them or lose interest because there is no challenge, no individuality, and no strength being displayed. By saying no when necessary, or by voicing their real feelings, a person shows honesty and integrity. This honesty attracts because it is rare and refreshing. Healthy limits also prevent toxic dynamics like manipulation, disrespect, or emotional dependency. When two people respect each other's boundaries, the relationship becomes more stable, equal, and enjoyable. In romance, boundaries create a sense of mystery and value. The other person feels they must earn your time and attention instead of taking it for granted. This dynamic makes relationships more exciting, as each person maintains their individuality while still sharing love and care. It is also important to note that boundaries are not walls. They are guidelines that protect emotional well-being while allowing genuine closeness. A person who respects themselves naturally teaches others how to treat them. This self-respect makes them attractive, not because they play games, but because they project balance and maturity. Over time, people are drawn more to those who know who they are, what they want, and what they will not accept. Boundaries also reduce stress because they eliminate resentment and misunderstanding, ensuring that relationships are based on clarity rather than hidden frustration. In conclusion, setting limits does not create distance. It creates respect, value, and long-term attraction. Neediness fades when self-worth shines, and boundaries are the key to unlocking that power. Emotional control. Women admire men who don't get easily shaken or reactive. Emotional control is one of the most respected and attractive qualities a man can possess. In moments of stress, conflict, or uncertainty, the ability to remain calm and composed sets him apart from others. Women naturally admire men who show stability in their emotions because it creates a sense of safety, strength, and maturity. When a man does not get easily shaken or reactive, it shows that he has the wisdom to process his feelings without letting them dictate his actions. In relationships, challenges and disagreements are unavoidable. But a man who reacts impulsively with anger, frustration, or unnecessary defensiveness often makes the situation worse. On the other hand, a man who listens, pauses, and responds with clarity and patience creates peace and trust. Women feel more secure with a partner who does not allow small problems or emotional triggers to disturb his balance. This steadiness signals reliability, an essential trait for building a strong and lasting connection. Emotional control also reflects self-discipline. It shows that a man understands his own emotions and chooses to handle them wisely instead of letting them control him. This does not mean suppressing feelings or pretending to be emotionless. Rather, it means acknowledging emotions internally while responding externally with maturity and calm. Such men are able to lead with logic when required and offer comfort when needed, striking a balance between strength and compassion. Moreover, in society, men who manage emotions well are seen as leaders. Whether in family matters, friendships, or professional environments, those who can stay calm under pressure inspire respect. Women admire this quality because it assures them that when life becomes uncertain, their partner will not break down, but instead remain dependable. Emotional control is a foundation of confidence. It communicates silently that no matter the storm, he will navigate with focus and strength. In short, women do not admire men who react wildly to every situation, but they deeply respect those who master emotional balance. A man's ability to stay calm, think clearly, and handle challenges with patience is more powerful than physical strength or material success. Emotional control is the true mark of inner strength, and it is one of the greatest qualities that women find admirable in men. Mystery and curiosity. Why less is often more in building lasting interest. In a world overflowing with information, mystery has become a rare and powerful tool. The human mind is naturally wired for curiosity, and when everything is explained too quickly, interest fades just as fast. This is why the principle of less is more plays such an important role in creating lasting fascination. When we encounter a story, a person, or even a product that does not reveal everything at once, our imagination begins to fill in the gaps. That process of wondering, guessing, and seeking answers keeps us mentally engaged far longer than if the entire truth were handed to us immediately. Think of books, movies, or even personal relationships. The characters or people who reveal themselves slowly often leave the deepest impressions. By holding something back, They spark a sense of mystery that makes others want to know more. In contrast, when everything is revealed at once, there is little left to discover, and the excitement quickly fades. This does not mean that honesty or clarity should be sacrificed, but rather that pacing and subtlety should be used wisely to allow curiosity to grow naturally. Mystery also gives space for imagination. A hidden detail, a slight pause, or an unanswered question lets people participate in the experience rather than simply consume it. This active engagement builds a stronger emotional connection. For example, great storytellers do not describe every detail of a setting or character. They allow readers to imagine some of it themselves. Similarly, in conversations, a little restraint often invites deeper questions and longer-lasting bonds. On a larger scale, mystery creates anticipation. When people are curious, they wait, watch, and think more. This anticipation transforms ordinary moments into memorable ones. Marketers, artists, and leaders who understand this principle know how to hold back just enough to keep attention alive without causing frustration. The balance lies in giving people enough to feel intrigued, but not so much that all mystery disappears. Ultimately, curiosity is a flame, and too much exposure can blow it out. By revealing less and leaving room for the unknown, we protect that flame and let it burn longer. Mystery keeps interest alive, and curiosity drives exploration. Together, they remind us that sometimes the most powerful way to connect, inspire, or captivate is not by saying everything, but by leaving just enough unsaid. Timeless appeal works for men over 50 because it's based on wisdom, not looks. True charm is not bound by age, and one of the greatest lessons life teaches is that real attractiveness comes from the inside. For men over 50, the idea of timeless appeal becomes more powerful than ever, because it is built on wisdom, confidence, and experience rather than just physical appearance. Youth may shine with energy and looks, but wisdom shines with depth, patience, and character. A man who has lived through decades of challenges, successes, mistakes, and growth carries with him a natural aura that cannot be faked. His presence feels steady, his words feel meaningful, and his silence even holds weight. Unlike the fleeting charm of youthful looks, the wisdom of age creates a magnetism that lasts. Men over 50 often develop a calm confidence that younger people cannot yet possess. They know who they are, what they want, and what truly matters in life. This clarity makes them attractive because people naturally gravitate toward stability and assurance. Instead of trying to impress with fashion trends or superficial charm, they impress with thoughtful actions, reliability, and genuine care. Their timeless appeal rests in the ability to listen, to guide, and to inspire. When they share their experiences, others feel enriched. When they make decisions, others feel secure. This is a type of charisma that grows stronger with age, not weaker. Wisdom also brings perspective, and perspective makes a man more compassionate. Over time, men learn that real relationships, whether personal, professional, or social, are built on respect, honesty, and kindness, not on appearance. Their appeal comes from treating others with dignity and offering insights that come only from lived experience. For example, a man who has navigated hardships knows how to comfort others in pain. A man who has celebrated victories understands how to encourage without arrogance. This emotional maturity becomes the foundation of his charm, something far more enduring than a handsome face. In truth, timeless appeal is about substance over style. For men over 50, it is a reminder that aging is not a decline but an evolution. Looks may fade, but wisdom grows deeper. And wisdom, when paired with confidence and kindness, makes a man stand out in every room he enters. That is why timeless appeal does not belong to the young. It belongs to those who have lived, learned, and carry their experiences with grace. Confidence is not about speaking the most or filling silence with endless words. It is about delivering fewer but stronger words that leave a lasting impact. In conversations, people often mistake loudness or length for power, but true strength comes from clarity. When you speak with simplicity, every word carries weight. Instead of drowning others in complicated phrases or unnecessary details, a few direct and thoughtful words can capture more attention and respect. Simplicity shows that you are in control, that you value meaning over noise, and that you trust your message to stand on its own. This is why great leaders, thinkers, and storytellers often use short yet powerful sentences. Attraction, whether personal or professional, grows naturally when words are simple and confident. Imagine meeting someone who speaks endlessly without pause. Soon their words lose meaning, and you stop listening. Now imagine someone who chooses each word carefully, pauses with calmness, and speaks with a steady tone. Their words feel important, and you lean in to hear more. This is the hidden strength of simplicity. Fewer words reduce confusion, prevent misinterpretation, and give your message a clear direction. People respect you more because you do not struggle to be heard, you simply are heard. Another benefit of simplicity is trust. Complicated or exaggerated speech often feels like performance, while clear and direct words feel authentic. People are drawn to honesty and confidence, and simplicity reflects both. Even in arguments or difficult situations, short and calm expressions carry more power than long-heated speeches. Saying less but meaning more shows emotional control and maturity, which attracts both respect and admiration. To build this habit, practice choosing words with intention. Before speaking, think, is this necessary? Or am I adding noise? Use pauses to your advantage. Silence can be as powerful as speech because it gives your words space to breathe. With time, you will notice that simplicity not only makes others listen, but also strengthens your own confidence. You will no longer feel the need to prove yourself with endless talk. Your few words will prove everything. Remember, true confidence is silent strength, and attraction grows when fewer words carry greater power.